The second day when we did the deep switch,
Yeah.
that was the day, man.
Yeah.
That was incredible. That was just like such a weight lifted off me. You can't believe it.
So thanks for sharing your story, Terry, because it's amazing.
It is.
Yeah. So tell us about what your diagnosis was and how bad things were for you.
Okay. 2023 hit me one day. Just couldn't get out of bed and thought, oh, just old. I thought I'd overdone it and thought I'd had food poisoning, and ended up going to the doctor. Rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah.
Which on further research was just a huge umbrella for a whole lot of stuff nobody really has an answer for, so they give it the RA. But effectively autoimmune. So I've jumped on some heavy duty medications, autoimmune suppressants and all the rest of it. Ended up getting polypharmacy, which is too many medications in your body, and got really ill. So no white blood cells.
Oh gosh.
And struggling to breathe, couldn't move at all. Everything was in pain. I was just on fire the whole time.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it was. We had some words with the big guy, and I actually thought I was about to take my last breath. I really thought this was it.
Gosh.
Everything was. I couldn't eat, breathe, swallow water. It was just,
wow.
Yeah, and I couldn't move, couldn't walk at all, couldn't bathe myself. That was. Oh, God.
Oh, that's terrible. How long were you in a state as bad as that?
I can't remember because I was that unwell, but apparently it was like 2 or 3 months.
Wow.
And I have no recollection at all, no memory of it all, other than just concentrating on breathing.
Wow. What props did you need to just cope?
So I had a raised toilet seat, which is, I tell you, when that thing came in the house, I thought, oh, this is no good. And I had a mobile trolley, walker.
A walker at your age. That's awful, isn't it?
It just makes you feel so terrible about yourself. That was horrible. I had a raised chair that I sat at the table in, which I'd have to fall into. My couch got raised. I had raised things for that. And also I had handholds everywhere, out of my bed, in the toilet, just everywhere. I couldn't go down a set of stairs.
Yeah.
So loads of aids.
And loads of aids just to cope, but not living a life.
I'd absolutely just...
housebound.
Absolutely housebound. I walked to the letterbox, required 2 to 3 hours sleep afterwards.
Oh.
You know, so knackered.
So bad.
Yeah.
So...
I just, so how I got onto this and how things really changed, and how, like they talk about falling off the cliff. Well, how I levitated off the rocks and back onto the shore, or back onto the cliff.
Great metaphor.
It was just as equally as you come on. And I could start thinking again, and I said to myself, this thing hit me like a switch. And I said, I just need to find that switch to turn it off again, because I know it's in there. I know that I can fix it. And 2 days later, a guy that I used to work with in the 90s rang me out of the blue, and he said, hey man, I've been thinking about you. I've heard you're not well. My daughter did this course. I think it would help you. I'm going to pay for it. So I went, oh yeah. And he gave me the details, and I started going online and like, oh my, holy tomato, what?
And it happened to be called The Switch.
And it happened to be called The Switch. And I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on here. But we're just going to embrace it and go for it. And it was just amazing. So I started looking at Mel's stuff online and looking at the YouTube videos and just some experiences people had, and people with RA, and just watched literally people stand up and do stuff with their hands they haven't done in years. Because I felt the same. I felt all I was missing was a single piece of the puzzle, because I pretty much had it, but you can't do it on your own. You've got to have the conduit or the person that's going to help you flick your switch, kind of thing. It's a long time getting there. When I look back, it was a long time getting there, but that it really is just switching the switch. And if my experience here was amazing. But from when I first started watching the videos, and I thought, yes, this is the answer. This is the thing that's going to help me. So I started putting the things in practice and started thinking differently, thinking that I can get well, thinking that calming my system down, breathing better, going outside more, just being in the outdoors, being in my yard. I live in the country. I have an amazing view where I am and just appreciating my environment, and trying really hard not to focus on the pain and try and just do stuff anyway. But I knew I wasn't there.
So at your worst, if 100% is like full health, where were you at your worst?
Yeah, I was there.
And
I'm
then,
literally about to take my last breath. I'm thinking, I'm
so bad.
literally thinking, this is it.
And then by the time it was day one of the switch, how much had you improved? What percentage were you up to then?
I would say 75%.
Wow, even before you did the course, just from
every day, just watching the videos. I mean, I had nothing to do. I'm not working. I'm just thinking stuff, and I'm just putting the things in practice that I knew. And then I got the workbook as well. When I got the workbook,
the pre-course
workbook.
Yeah, so you worked through that.
I'm just reading through the workbook going, yes, yes, I know, yes, I agree, yes.
Yeah.
And so all the things that I was reading and the things that Mel was talking about and the other videos that she was recommending was just, I totally fundamentally agree in these things on my own basis regardless anyway. There's just things that I believe in, and I'm like, yeah, this is it.
So you got a huge improvement in that lead up to the course.
Straight away. I mean, there was ups and downs, but I mean, more of the improvement, I think, was my mindset.
Yeah.
So I still had the symptoms and I still was doing the things and I was still tripping upstairs and things like that, but they didn't bother me as much. It was just, I just knew it was my body because of the way I was thinking. But so I wasn't stressed by it. Where in the past I was stressed by the symptoms.
Interesting.
So thinking that, is this it for me? Well, I've had a good life. You know? That kind of thing. Where I'm thinking, no, I'm not buying this. I'm going to do, we're going to do this. So I'd say in that 75%, it was that my mindset had changed.
Yeah. So it's now day one of the switch and you've come all the way to Auckland and you did manage to walk up my driveway, didn't you? You weren't on a walking frame. No, that must have been hard though.
It was hard. So yeah, day one was amazing. My first switch was just like a weight had come off my shoulders, and I felt that this was it. I felt this is it, and it just walked out of here. Just felt so different. And the next day, how I got up this driveway was I was pretty well strapped up. I have big straps strapping my knees up, which helps me stand up straight and all the rest of it. So that's really how I got upstairs on the first day. The second day, that was the thing. No straps. Felt lighter. Felt so much that I was here for the right reasons. The second day, when we did the deep switch, that was the day, man.
Yeah.
That was incredible. That was just like such a weight lifted off me. You can't believe it. I had no idea what the trouble was and where it had come from. I knew there was a problem. The reason I hadn't gone and done any kind of therapies in the past, because in my mind, I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag because I didn't think I could get the cat back in the bag. Bad analogy, because we don't want any cats in any bags.
Pretty
we don't
much.
want any bags anywhere as well. These landmines that I'd laid all around the place ready for me to stand on. So this was all of a sudden like, it just went boom, 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 boom. And all these landmines that I'd laid just blew up. And I didn't have to stand on them anymore and do damage to myself. So, my idea of therapy was, like, I guess I'm too much American television. That went on for years and years.
Well, it often does, even in New Zealand, but not in this model.
No. I mean, as soon as I dropped into my body, it just happened. It just flowed out of me, and I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to think anything. I was in a safe environment. No, wasn't in any kind of dilemma. It felt like a long time, but it's just like everything flowed out of me and released. And
I remember you saying at the time, I can feel the RA leaving my body.
It was like prickly, spiky, fizzy.
Yeah, you said it felt like a fizzy drink in your body.
And it was just was going off in my knees, and I was just sparkly. That's what it is. It was sparkly, and it just felt like it was leaving my body. It was coming out of my elbows and my hands and my knees, and it just everything. All of a sudden, wow, I can't feel my knees. You're not really there to be body scanning, but wow, this is a really interesting sensation. It's just like all of a sudden my body started breathing, and yeah, it was just sparkles, man. It was an interesting experience, and everybody has their own experience, but I'll tell you what, it was awesome. It was amazing.
And how did your body change over the next 24 hours after you'd released all that old emotion that needed to go?
Just physically felt stronger. And even just my body language changed. I went for a little walk and I thought, I'm not years of looking at the ground and just, head down, and I'm just like, heads up, and just was doing stuff. And it's amazing. I couldn't open a jar. There's no way I could have opened a jar. My fingers wouldn't allow me to open a jar. And just making a coffee.
Just easy.
And just like, I opened the jar. There's all these little understandings of just stuff that was hard to do. Lowering myself onto a normal toilet seat. Normally just like, okay, what can I hang on to? Crashing onto the toilet seat, just sitting down and standing up.
But it was easy now.
Yeah, brushing my teeth. Rather than trying to grip a toothbrush somehow.
The things you just don't even think about or value when you haven't had that experience. That simple mundane things like brushing your teeth can be so hard.
If you can't grip a toothbrush, and it's like, so then you have this frustration and everything that's involved with it, and then I'm like, I'm brushing my teeth. And just so many of those little experiences, getting in the car. I have an SUV and I've got to climb into it. It was my old work car. And just getting in the car, just get in the car. Rather than, okay, I'll hang on to this thing and I'll hang on to that thing. And
wow.
So
much ease.
Yeah. And just every day, so many little things that made it so much better.
And then through the last day of the course? Or do you feel your journey was pretty much complete before the last day?
No,
there were more things that came in?
It was just more understanding. I knew the last day we did more. We got into some deeper stuff. And I just realised that fourth day was, the analogy we heard yesterday was knocking the bricks off the wall. And I realised I had way more bricks because my core beliefs, there's a lot there, and for years I've skirted over this stuff and piled these bricks up, and I knew that there's a lot of work to do still. But one of the analogies was knock the bottom bricks out and then the top bricks just fall apart. So that's why I'm here today, to try and knock some bottom bricks out.
You shared an interesting insight yesterday about your emotions behind RA. Are you happy to share that?
Yeah, sure. So the general consensus is that RA is based in guilt and our emotions, the guilt emotion. I felt I got deeper than that, and I've realised that it isn't. It's actually resentment, and I feel, based on my experiences, I feel a deep sense of resentment, which then translates into guilt because you resent people or situations, and you blame people, but then you feel bad because this person, in your mind, I've done nothing wrong. You're the bad guy, so you feel guilty for having emotions that you're having. So one of the reasons I'm here today is to try and take that bottom brick out.
Yeah. So for you, guilt was one of the bricks in the wall, but your core brick was actually resentment.
Yeah.
And that's what's at the bottom of the wall, which led to you feeling guilt and feeling like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting to get those insights through the process of the journey. Switch gives you a real structure and a framework for figuring it out, doesn't it?
And it really is. It's the formula. It's the puzzle solution. And go to the back of the book, get the answer. Just go to the back of the book, man. You don't have to make it up. Because fundamentally we're all the same. It's interesting that people like to hang on to their dogmas and the things they've told themselves over the years. This thing, the switch won't work if you're not prepared to let go. You've got to let go of what you think you are and who you think you are, and all
And
this
what
stuff.
you think your illness is.
And that was incredible. Like,
because if you look at the messages you've had from the doctors, rheumatoid arthritis, incurable, manage symptoms for life, you're going to need all these props forever, you're on this cocktail pill. But actually, that's not true.
Not at all.
It's only been, 10 days since you finished the course? It's very recent,
really?
I think.
Oh, I don't know, probably. I mean,
it's not long.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's literally about 10 days now.
Yep.
What percentage better are you already?
I mowed the lawn.
Woohoo!
I have a walk behind lawnmower, but it's a big lawn. We've got a country paddock. It's 1,200 square meters.
That is a big lawn. Well, you did 5 days in a row of working.
Yeah, I went to help a buddy, only a couple of hours a day, but I mean, that was just...
down on your hands and knees, things you could never have done.
No, lifting things, re-empowered.
Totally, which is why I called it Empower Therapies, because ultimately the point of power for your health lies within you.
Oh, I know, I know it really is within your own control, and it's just giving you back the power to heal yourself.
Day 2, you temporarily did a little pain flare in your knees.
Yeah, we were talking about things and bringing things up, and where to from here, and so there's a lot of fear involved with, well, if I'm well, what's going to happen?
So you leapt into action with switches.
Yeah, and just started working on it. Got myself all worked up, and then worked my way out of it, and that experience was amazing too.
And then your knees, how quickly did they go? All the swelling go back down?
Almost immediately. Like, wow. So I'd say by the time I sat down from the switch and just took stock, probably half, because the fluid is crazy. It's just fluid, and I don't know where it comes from, where it goes to, but within 15 minutes I'm back mobile again.
Wow, isn't that fascinating?
Because
that's the thing, we don't actually need to micromanage our bodies, because the bodies know how to do everything. We just need to put them in the right mental and emotional space so that they can do their own healing.
And it just as quick as that, and it's, people wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
It's like you can almost watch it.
Yeah. You've got this delightful little friend in your pocket. Do you want to tell us about her?
Yeah, so Sunny
the sunflower.
Sunny the sunflower.
From the course.
She goes down sometimes, but she always gets back up.
I mean, this has been a phenomenal story for me to experience with you through the journey at the switch, but to hear it all again today, it just makes my heart so full and my eyes prickly, because it's amazing to what you've achieved in such a short space of time.
Yeah.
And I know you will complete this journey and be completely free.
Yeah.
Any final words that you want to say to people who are watching this? They'll be committed people. They'll be, a long way in. These are the people that really want to know.
Yeah, right.
What would you want them to know?
Just trust yourself, trust your body, and let go. Let it take its course. Try and let your perceptions down of who you think you are and what your illness is and what's created it, and let the universe heal you. Let your body heal you. Let that life force flow through you and heal you.
Because bodies are actually amazing at healing themselves.
Crazy.
From very physical illnesses. I mean, no one could argue that rheumatoid arthritis is a made-up illness. It's very physical.
Yeah, everything swells up. You can't,
totally.
You're sick.
But you made a really interesting comment at the course that you'd realised that your illness was stemming from emotion, not from physical.
100%.
And that's the thing. I don't see any illness as that one's physical, that one's emotional.
Yeah.
They're all both.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we can have the most power by intervening in the mind and emotions.
Yeah.
And then just trusting that your body is going to go and do the rest for you and heal whatever was going on, as you've proven.
The psychology of illness is complex, but also very simple. So you can see it as this thing that's 3D chess, or it's just checkers. It's really simple. It's just do what you got to do, and do what you got to do. Do what you've got to do.
But it's not hard, is it?
It's not hard.
No.
You just got to do it.
It's just repetition rather than difficulty.
You've got to be right at that point where you've really had enough of what you've been doing, and you really want to fix it. And if you don't, it's not going to work for you. If you really had enough, it's going to work fantastically for you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just does. You can't not. Illness is all emotional. It's all emotional.
Yeah. The emotion is the root, and then the physical is like a barometer of what's happening in your emotions. I'm super amazed. I love your story, and I'm so grateful that you've shared your story, because that's going to change lives. There's going to be people out there who've watched your story, and this was the moment where something really clicked, something you've said resonated, and they've gone, right, I can take control of my health and my life as well. So thank you very much for sharing.
As I pass from dusk to dawn, I can see